Hello, in this video I want to talk about another type of reading IELTS questions which is called which paragraph contains the following information. For these types of questions we should consider some important things. First of all, there are some things and techniques to know. Answer other questions before this part, because this part is one of the most difficult IELTS exam questions. So if you answer them before coming straight to these questions, you will be familiar with the text. Next thing is write the letters of paragraphs on the answer sheet, not the numbers. The answers are not in order. Highlight the keywords and start from the easy keywords to find. If you start from the keywords that are difficult to find in the passage, you are going to waste a lot of time. Read the questions at normal speed. Find some specific information, not a main idea. These types of question is not about the main idea, but it is also about one specific question in a paragraph. And then some paragraphs may contain more than one answer. For example, in paragraph B, you have to find two answers in paragraph B, for example, and you need to paraphrase. Again, it is all about paraphrasing the questions. Here on this slide we can see different questions that are about which paragraph contains the following information. If you are looking at here, we say write the correct letters A to G, so we shouldn't write the numbers. This is one thing. And also you can see here you may use any letter more than once. So for example, as I told you before, in one paragraph you have to find the answer of two questions, not just one. Now we start answering the questions. The first important thing is we have to read the questions first and highlight the keywords. The question is bad outcomes for a forest when people focus only on its financial reward. So what are the keywords? The first one is bad outcomes when people focus only on its financial reward. To find the answer to this question, we have to read the text slowly. So we start from the beginning. It says in the past, Pennsylvania landowners were solely interested in the value of their trees at high quality timber. So it is the value, it is the same as financial reward. As high quality timber, the norm was to remove the stem of highest quality and leave behind poorly formed trees that were not as well suited to the site where they grow. This practice, called high grading, has left a legacy of low-use wood in the forest. Some people even call these junk trees, and they are abundant in Pennsylvania. These trees have lower economic value, so the first bad outcome is about the economic value for traditional timber. Compete for growth with higher value trees, shade out desirable regeneration, and decreases the health of a stand, leaving it more vulnerable to poor weather and disease. So, living vulnerable to poor weather and disease is another outcome. So here it is interested in value. It is about the financial reward, and lower economic value, it is the first outcome, and also vulnerable to poor weather disease is the second one. we start from the next question. Again, we just read the answer first and highlight the keywords. Reference to the aspects of any tree that contribute to its growth. So the first keyword, it's about reference. Aspects, so we have to look for different traits, different aspects of a tree that contribute to its growth. It is another keyword. Again, we start reading the paragraph from the beginning. Here it says a tree's value depends on several factors, including its species, size, form, condition, quality, function, and accessibility. So here we can see some aspects of a tree. So the answer to this question 15 is in paragraph A. Question 16. Mention of the potential use of wood to help run vehicles. So the first keyword is mention of potential use of wood to help run vehicles. So here we have to look for some information about transport or different types of vehicle. If we just start from here, it says many schools and hospitals use wood boiler system to heat and power their facilities. So it is about schools and hospitals. Many homes are primarily heated with wood, and it is about homes. And some coal plants incorporate wood into their coal stream to produce electricity. None of them are about vehicles. Wood can also be gasified for electrical generation and can even be made into liquid fuels like ethanol and gasoline for lorries and cars. So here lorries and cars are vehicles, and then the potential use of wood. This paragraph, it's all about potential use of wood, and we can see fuel, it is about liquid fuel. So the answer to question number 16 is in paragraph C. Question number 17. Examples of insects that attack trees. So here we should find examples, not just one example, of insects that attack trees. Again, we start reading the paragraph from the beginning at a normal speed. Another approach that might yield a high amount of low-use wood is salvage cut, with the many pests and pathogens visiting forests, including hemlock woolly eldit, Asian longhorn beetles, emerald ash borer, and gispy moss. So, to name just a few. Here to name just a few. Before that, we can see the name of some insects here that can cause disease for the trees. And these types of cuts reduce the number of sick trees in the future. So we could see some examples of pests that are just affecting the trees. And next question. An alternative name for trees that produce low-use wood. Alternative name, the first keyword, for trees that produce low-use wood. In this example, we had a chance to read the paragraph before, so we are familiar with this paragraph, and we can see here some people even call these junk trees. So according to what we see, some people even call actually it is an alternative name. It is what they call the trees, what they name the trees. It is junk trees, and they are abundant in Pennsylvania. So here are some questions about this type of IELTS.